I just got a blast from the past, rolled up in the studio. Mr. Tyrese Gibson is in the building with us. Being a dad, how old is your daughter now?
She's turning 4 on July 11th. So I got a big party I'm putting together for. You know, it's gonna be a real special day. I just bought a new house, and so I got the sandbox being put in the backyard. It's full throttle for my little shake.
So you're an involved father, very involved.
Oh, come on, it's very important. We create the standards in our kids' lives. So this is not gonna turn into a shame on you, deadbeat daddy conversation out there for you fathers that are not involved. But I'll just say this. One of my inspirations, well, three. I got 3 inspirations. Only one of the inspirations do I not know personally, but he's created new standards. If you're not the President of the United States and have a name by Mr. President Barack Obama, there's no excuse for you not finding time and making time to be involved in your kids' lives. He was hunting Osama bin Laden and hunting Easter eggs the same week at the White House. And so that's just the way it is. And big ups to Rev Run, who I love and admire and look up to. I just took Rev Run and Diggy Simmons to the premiere the other night, and we went from the Transformers Dark of the Moon premiere to red carpet hanging out, and he says to me, yo, I know Diggy's that dude right now, but he's 16 and I gotta get him home.
Have to be in his
life.
He
has to go to sleep.
Stability. Have to remind him that he's still a kid. Yes.
I know you out here hipping and the hopping and got all the buzz and the hype, but you're 16. I gotta get you home.
So then
that's Will Smith. Like that's it.
Well, Tyrese, then I have to ask you: are you done, or do you want more kids?
I gotta have more kids. I gotta leave it in.
How many more kids do you anticipate?
I want to round it out at 3.
Okay.
I want 3. I want my little girl and I want 2 little boys. You know, like I feel like a man's man need to raise little boys that turn into men.
You know.
Like that's it. That's what we have to do right now. All of these men being raised by girls, women, that's why things is a little confused and twisted. Not that women aren't doing a great job.
We are doing the best we can.
Men need to raise men, period. That's why they in jail. That's why they confused. That's why they in the streets trying to identify with other men in the streets, because they missing that at home. They get home and they hear a woman's voice and they trying to be stern and firm and instill that man in them, but a man can't instill manhood in a boy.
You are a long way from the Coca-Cola commercial, I will say that.
Wow, man.
That was the first time we saw Tyrese. Do you even remember that song?
Yeah, I do, of course. See, yo, come on. Yeah, can we keep it in 2011 right now? Shout out to all the Coke fans that put me in the game, that showed me how to love, made me feel like Justin Bieber when I was 16, chasing me through malls, and that was a fun time, man. That was so abrupt and just boom, the Coke kid. Like really all I wanted was to spend over $50 and get this girl's phone number that I've been flirting with forever, that lived on my street, on the blocks in Watts, man.
But see, that just proves we got a plan for our lives, and God has a plan for our lives.
If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan.
So now tell us about the movie. Transformers 3 is in theaters today.
Dark of the Moon.
Why'd they release it on a Wednesday?
If you release it on Wednesday, all of those box office receipts add up until Sunday.
So why don't more movies do that then? That seems like common sense,
a lot of movies don't really have the energy of a Transformers to be able to ride it out. From like the attention span of these movies, you'll be lucky to get them to show up for just 2 days. So they know around the world that they're anticipating this movie, and so they riding it out. I mean, I think we're gonna be sitting on the other side of $200 million in 5 days.
And how much of that do you get? No, I'm alright. Let me get out this man's pocket.
No, stay in my pocket.
What did
we might be able to go to, you know what I mean, Nobu or something, and I can afford that comfortably if we get through 5.